Today I have a fun story for you. It's about one of our friends, Arthur. And Arthur gets a new puppy, and that's the title of our story, Arthur's New Puppy. This sounds like it might be a bit of an adventure, but it sure looks pretty cute. Can you see him hugging his new puppy? He doesn't look like he could get into much trouble, do you think? We'll see. There he is with a little blanket. Arthur loved his new puppy, and Pal loved Arthur. He's a very active puppy, said Arthur. He's a very naughty puppy, said DW. Don't worry, said Arthur. I'll have him trained in no time. What do you think? Do you think it's an easy job to train a puppy? Puppies have lots of energy. And there's Pal digging a hole in their yard. Yikes. Here's your new home, said Arthur. You'll have the whole garage to yourself. But Pal did not like the garage. As soon as Arthur put him down, Pal ran and hid. He feels lonesome, said Arthur. Can he stay in the house? Please, please, please. Oh, all right, said Mother, but only for a day or two. So Pal has a nice bed and he has food and water in the garage. But puppies like to be with their owners, and around people they get lonely. Arthur made a cozy spot for Pal in the kitchen. I thought you might need a few newspapers, said DW. Arthur held Pal carefully, the way his puppy book showed him. Look, he's so excited, said Arthur. Now, why do you think DW brought so many newspapers in? Why would Pal need newspapers? Look at your pants, said DW. You have excitement all over them. It's okay, said Arthur. He's just a baby. Well, I think baby dogs should wear diapers, said DW. Uh-oh, Pal had an accident on Arthur's pants. Just like new baby brothers or sisters have accidents in their diapers, puppies don't know how to go to the bathroom yet where they're supposed to either. So that's part of training a new puppy. Later, Pal ate his dinner in a flash. Uh-oh, said DW. He has that look in his eyes again. Quick, said Arthur, his leash. When Pal saw his leash, he ran and hid. Dogs need a lot of exercise, so they also need to be walked. They need to be fed, watered. They need to learn how to go to the bathroom when they're supposed to. They need to be walked. But I guess Pal doesn't want to go for a walk because he hid when he saw his leash. My dog gets all excited when it sees its leash because it loves to go for walks. I don't think he likes his leash, said DW. Help me find him, said Arthur. I guess he didn't have to go after all, said DW. I was wrong. No, you were right, said Arthur. He just went. So he's hiding under the table and he had an accident under the table. Later that night when everyone was asleep, Pal yelped and howled until he woke up the entire family. Little babies cry in the night too. Go to sleep, said Arthur. Pal wanted to play. Don't forget to close his gate, said Mother. Good night, said Father. Good luck, said DW. So there's the whole family awake in the middle of the night because Pal is awake and he's yelping. He's lonely and he wants to play when everyone else wants to sleep. The next morning, Arthur was still in the kitchen. Wake up, sleepyhead, said DW, and be careful where you step. Oh no, said Arthur, I forgot to close Pal's gate. Here's your scooper, said Mother. You think this is bad, said Father. Wait until you see the living room. Ooh. Pal had accidents all over the kitchen floor, and it sounds like he made a mess in the living room, too. Pal looked very proud of himself. new drapes, cried Mother. Make baby dolls, screamed D.W. Bad dog, said Arthur. Pal is moving to the garage, ordered Father. Here's the key. I'll help you move his things after dinner. Father put the key on the hall table. Yikes, the living room is a mess. I don't think Pal's going to be able to sleep inside anymore, do you? He's going to have to get used to that garage. Arthur packed up Pal's things and went to get the garage key, but it was gone. The whole family searched for the key. Pal watched. It has to be here somewhere, said Mother, but the key was nowhere to be found. And the house is a mess. Boy, that cute little puppy is causing a lot of messes in their house. It looks like you can stay in the house one more night, Arthur said. I heard Mom and Dad whispering, said D.W., and Pal's in big trouble. They said he better be trained soon or else. Shh, said Arthur, you'll hurt his feelings. That night, Arthur remembered to close Pal's gate. At school, Arthur told Francine and Buster about training Pal. I'm going to teach him to do all kinds of things, said Arthur. There is Arthur imagining he's going to train Pal to ride a skateboard. Do you think he can train him to do that? I used to have a puppy, said Buster, but he was too much trouble, and my parents sent him to a farm. My cousin had a puppy problem, said Francine. No one could train him. One day he just disappeared while she was at school. After school, Arthur hurried home. What do you think? Is he going to check and see if Pal's still there? Oh no, said Arthur, what happened? I thought I'd take him for a walk, said D.W. But when he saw the leash, he went wild. You better get this cleaned up before Mom sees it. Where is Mom? Asked Arthur. In the backyard, said D.W., looking for the garage key. Have you seen my dog training book? Asked Arthur. What's left of it is over there, said D.W. Oh, the house is still a mess. That's a big mess for a little dog. That night, Arthur gave Pal an extra training lesson. I'll help you train this beast, said D.W. Let me get my whip. No, said Arthur. Dogs respond better to love. Watch, said Arthur. He's getting better. Sit, said Arthur. Lie down, said Arthur. Stay, ordered Arthur. Do you think Pal is sitting or rolling or staying? I know something he'll understand, said D.W. Time for your walk, Pal. He just needs a little more work, that's all, said Arthur. And there's Pal running away because he saw the leash. But Pal needed a lot more work. Arthur set up a training school in the backyard. On Monday, they worked on sit. On Tuesday, they worked on down. On Wednesday, they worked on stay. By Thursday, Pal was doing tricks. Good dog, Pal, said Arthur. Arthur decided to put on a puppy show for his family. When they see how well you're trained, they'll never send you away, said Arthur. And there's Arthur hugging Pal. And on the next page, we see his family all ready to see the new tricks. Arthur got up Saturday morning to give Pal a bath. After breakfast, Arthur's family took their seats. Welcome to Arthur's Puppy Show, said Arthur. He held his breath. What you are about to see will amaze and astound you. If Pal amazes us anymore, our whole house will be destroyed, said DW. Arthur clapped his hands. Come, he said, and Pal came. Sit, said Arthur, and Pal sat. Down, said Arthur. Down went Pal. Pal even did a trick. Good dog, said Arthur. He is a good dog, said Mother. You mean he won't have to live on a farm, said Arthur. Of course not, said Father. Not even in the garage. No one even noticed Pal running behind the rose bushes. When Pal returned, he sat up and wagged his tail. Look, he has something in his mouth, said DW. It's what do you think? The key to the garage, said Arthur. Good boy, Pal, said Father. Amazing, said Mother. How do you think he found that key? That night, Arthur gave Pal a special dinner. Time for your walk, Pal, said Arthur. I'll get your leash. But Arthur couldn't find it anywhere. It was on the hook a minute ago, said Arthur. I know I left it there. I'll help you look, said DW. Mother and Dad helped too. It has to be somewhere, said Arthur. No one noticed Pal running behind the rose bushes. Do you think that Pal is smarter than they think? Who do you think is hiding the key and the leash? What do you think? Well, that's Arthur's adventure with his new puppy, Pal.